My dear friends from the resistance, the Iranian resistance, it's in the beginning of the uprising in Iran 5 months ago. There are two truths that need to be told to begin with. The Iranian people will not sit on their laurels until the regime has been overthrown. The second, if we think about how the future will continue, the role of the resistance will be important. The different unities of resistance are very important. For me, as a physicist, it is a principle that is fundamental to the work of scientists across the globe. All transformations need a material basis as well as a directive. With the conjunction of these two elements, the regime has now found itself in a state that it has never been in before, and it is so close to collapse. The National Council of the Iranian Resistance is the most sustainable coalition in the whole of Iranian history, and this is specifically thanks to the resistance on the field. The last word will be given to the units of resistance that are on the field, who have been striving for 5 months to ensure that the dictatorship cannot sleep soundly at night. We are proud to be able to support them with all of our strength. My dear friends, over the course of the past 5 months, two truths have been told. The Iranian people is waiting for the fall of the regime. We saw this and have seen this in different endeavors. The resistance will depend on the organized character of the movement in itself, and we simply cannot let ourselves down. As a scientist, we know that no transformation, no change comes from itself. If we want to have important transformation, we need different conditions to be put into place, different basic conditions for this transformation to be engendered. And when we have the two of these elements colliding, that we're able to provoke real and lasting change. The end is nigh, my dear friends, and this is why the regime is unable to sleep at night. This is why the regime and the intelligence services in Iran are so worried and are trying to put different hurdles in place of this transformation in Iran. But without the presence of the resistance in the field, the change is not something that will be sustainable once again. If we want to ensure that there is long-lasting change, we need to look at the coalition. And if the coalition has been so long and so long-standing and lasting in Iran, it is because of its presence in the field. If the resistance hadn't been there to ensure that the monarchy could not come back, the 30,000 martyrs from 1988 would never have been commemorated. This was the year in which the Mujahideen in Iraq, Ashraf and Freedom stopped their activities in order to reveal the nuclear and terrorist activities that were occurring in the region. Iran is close to collapse, and the Iranian people will now be able to benefit from a strong coalition such as the National Coalition, which can rely on the Mujahideen of the people. In addition, what is completely ridiculous are the different efforts that have been put into place by the Shah. There are certain people who have revealed the unfounded characteristics, the polls that have been taken to say that the son of the Shah is popular, but we know that this is not true. We know that these different polls have been biased. and that they have no scientific founding. The units of resistance have become the thorn in the side of the regime over the course of the past 5 months, thus preventing the regime from continuing in its reign. And we want to say that we will continue, be we talking about the Shah or the oppressor. We are saying down with the dictatorship, down with the oppressor, be we talking about the Shah or the mullah. Down with the oppressor, the Shah and the mullah. We have just heard from Mr. Farhang Rajaij, who is the representative of the Iranian scientific community in France.